Hey guys, MVG back for yet another video, and today is episode 1 of the brand new Everton career mode. I'm super excited for this series, and I hope you guys are too. I need the support of all you guys, so hit the like button if you're excited for this series. I am definitely, and hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I wanted to do a career mode series as it's probably a good way to start the year and of course end 2018 and of course progress into 2019. I'm pretty late in starting a career mode. Most of FIFA YouTubers started back in September, but of course I didn't upload since July, so along with this series I'm gonna provide more videos in the progress of the year and of course next year. So let's get into of course, playing the career mode. So I've set ourselves season goals to make this career mode more interesting. So there's 4 in total. We need at least 2 to escape the forfeit, which is going to be determined by you guys. You guys can choose the forfeit if there is one, so hopefully there isn't for me. So here are the 4 goals that we have set across this season. So number 1, we have to regain the glory. We have to win at least 1 trophy in the many competitions we participate in. I'm talking the Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, and of course a European competition. However, in real life, Everton have not qualified for the Europa League or the Champions League, so I've got Everton into the Europa League. We'll check the groups in probably a later episode when it's actually drawn. So just to get a European competition and get more entertainment in the series. So that's of course one of the tournaments that we're participating in. The preseason one cup doesn't count. We're in the European Sheild right now. We're going to be playing probably all the games that we can in this episode, so stay tuned for that. Goal number 2 is replacing Romelu Lukaku. Of course, since he left, Everton were struggling for a top quality striker up front, and he scored over 25 goals in just one season. So our aim is to score at least 25 goals in the Premier League. He scored that amount during the 2016-17 season for Everton, his last one at the club. So we need at least one of our players. It could be Richarlison, it could be Theo Walcott, it could be one of our new signings. So they have to score at least 25 goals as our second goal. Goal number 3 is hat-trick heroes. We have to score at least 5 hat-tricks with any player. So it could be like one player scoring a lot of hat-tricks or a variety of players scoring hat-tricks. So we have to score at least 5 in the course of the season. And of course, the last one is bright future. So we have to get 10 of our youth academy players to either score or assist, which would symbolize how strong our youth academy is going to be. It plays a huge part, definitely in FIFA 19, as I would say, and definitely there's more high potential players in the youth academy, which makes it more effective if we want to have a long-term career mode. So let's get into the transfers. So yeah, as I'm saying, we're gonna review the squad here, and as you can see, it's a relatively good and probably young squad, especially as a reserve. So it's a great variety of players. So there's Jordan Pickford, we got Luca Digne, Yerry Mina, Michael Keane, and Coleman at the back. Pretty strong defense. We got Gay, Gomez, and Sigurdsson in a 4-3-3 formation with a defensive mid. We got Bernard and Theo Walcott out wide. And we got the main man, Richarlison, up front. We got the likes of Tosin, Calvert-Lewin, Tom Davies, Lookman, Zuma, Leighton Baines, and Stecklenburg. And we got a whole variety of backups that we can call. So we have around 95 million that we can work with. Just under 100. That should be quite alright for our signings. But the main thing I want to do is, of course, get a scout here. We're going to bring in a 5-star experience and 5-star judgment scout and set him up in England. And for 3 months. So in 3 months' time, we'll see if we have any high potential players that can hopefully help increase the entertainment this season. So we're just going to go in 1 for now. So now here's the whole list of players that I just transfer listed before I recorded this, and there's a whole bunch of players, different positions, different potentials, different ages, definitely different prices. So we're going to see what players that we do need to try and improve. We got Coleman at the back. He's a pretty good defender. We have Kenny as a backup, but we don't have any other players, so we might improve the fullback position. At defensive mid, we got Schneider and McCarthy. However, I want a top quality young defensive midfielder who can grow in time. We got pretty good attackers, but we have no one covering Theo Walker at right mid. We have Lookman at left. By as I said before, I want a winger who can play both sides. So here we go, try to look for one. So first in mind, I thought of going for Dave Feu at the first glance. However, he's only 80 rated. I want someone a bit higher than that, and someone who is young and can definitely progress. So Ryan Sessegnon was a pretty good option. However, I was unsure going for him straight away. We got the likes of Barco, who has a potential of 90, as I believe. We got Ricky Puig and Carlos Alana from Barcelona. Renato Sanchez. Got Toussaint and Ndombele, the Lyon promising holding midfielders. We got Locatelli from Milan, and Ndidi, he's a big player I want to go for. Like, if I can get my hands on him, I think we can transform him here in Everton, and he's doing really well at Leicester currently right now. So we're gonna look at the attacking players here. We got Marco Asensio. However, he's definitely gonna cost over 100 million for sure. We got Zaha. Both players have signed Zaha because of bargains that they can't get. So we're gonna see if we can get Zaha for a cheap price. If not, maybe another player such as Marcus Rashford. We got Under. He's a promising player. Kai Havertz, brilliant attacking midfielder. I've signed him in many career modes in the past. We got Timothy Weah from PSG. Looks like a promising player, definitely. As you can see, 18-year-old from the United States. So we got Kamase, the center back. We got Gabriel Jesus. However, he's definitely going to cost us. And so we're going to get straight into the European Sheild here against Marseille. I got my second team out here today, and we win 2-1. So here we are against Sporting in our next game. We got a pretty good lineup with us right now. We lose 2-1 to Sporting. Hopefully we could get far in this competition, just so we could, boost the transfer budget for our transfer we're going to make later in the episode and in the series, of course. So last game against Inter Milan, I'm just sticking with the second team what we're playing with right now, and it finishes 1-1, and I think that means we've gone through. Yes, we do. So we're against Borussia Dortmund in the semifinals. However, I'm going to take a break and trade some of these players. I accidentally played trade session for Calvert-Lewin, and I left it, which got him an F, but the other players did pretty good. So I'm going to go for Wilfried Zaha right now, I'm pretty sure, as of course. I am commentating over this since I didn't have I wasn't commentating at the time, so it might sound a bit weird, but I am commentating after I've recorded this. So I'm going to go for Wilfried Zaha right now. He was valued at around 20 million, I believe. So I'm going to go into the traditional cutscenes. So first, I tried to offer a player. However, there was a lack of wingers that we could somehow... wingers that could be in switch for Zaha. But if we do get him, I want to stick him out in the right and have Theo Walker as a backup, because I'm pretty sure Zaha can play at that position. So Palace want at least 34. I came back where I believe 20. I came with 25 million for them. They wanted 34.5 again. I lowered it to around 28.5 million, and I'm pretty sure they accepted it. Roy Hodgson did accept the 28.5. I went with Ryan Sessegnon as a player I was thought about for a while, but I just realized I could play him out at left back, left wing back, whatever formation I try to go with. He's a very useful player. I first tried to switch him for Leighton Baines, however they don't want them, so I tried to explore what other positions and other players I could offer instead. However, the players in those positions are definitely really precious for the squad, so I decided to just go with a transfer fee for him. I forgot to scout him, so it kind of I had to guess how much he was worth. In real life, he was definitely worth maybe 100 million or something. So I tried to offer him 10 at the start. They wanted 13.9. I tried to lower it a little bit because I wanted to save the money for another player. But to be honest, 13.9 for Ryan Sessegnon is an absolute bargain. They wanted 13.9 at this stage. I just wanted to lower it just a bit So I eventually got in. I made a kind of mistake there. I tried to get 11.2 plus a sell-out clause, but this thing happens when you try and get a sell-out clause. They suddenly want a higher sum, so they want at least 16.9. So I lowered it out to 12, hoping they would accept it, and I believe they didn't accept it. However, they wanted us to think about it, so we had to wait for a while until our player comes in. So now we're going to go in and negotiate with Wilfried Zaha. As you can see off camera, I tried to explore other midfielders. I eventually got a deal with Ricky Puig and Wilfried Ndidi. So Zaha wanted a crucial role. I'll of course give it to him. He wanted 5 years, which is exactly what I wanted. That'll take us to around 30 years old. So for the wage, I got just under how much he actually earns at Crystal Palace. Offered 60k a week plus a 1.5 million signing bonus, which he accepted. So Wilfried Zaha is our first player to join us here at Goodison Park. So we have just under 60 million to work with, and we're just going to stick him at the right side instead of Theo Walcott. He's going to be a great backup to have, and Lookman can be like a third choice midfield. He can come in whenever he's needed. He can play on either side. He can hopefully just grow and grow and grow until he can hopefully hit a good. I want him to go at least above 80, 82 or 83, so he can actually hopefully play some first team football at the club. So we got back Ricky Puig's low move was rejected, and then Ndidi's transfer offer was unacceptable. I really wanted Ndidi. I offered 25.6 for him. They wanted at least. No, I offered 22, and they wanted at least 25.6 million. So we just went in, accepted the offer, and negotiated their contract details. So we went straight into the cutscenes, and I offered an important role because I want him to, first of all, share the role with Gay right now as our starting midfielder, holding midfielder, and he can. When he progresses with time, he can literally take over that position in his high potential, which I believe is around 85 or 86, which is good currently for an Everton player. But as we get more money and, of course, progress in the career, we could get a higher player. So Ryan Sessegnon came back. He got accepted. So here we are negotiating with probably our third and maybe final player, unless we have any others, because I really want to play at least a game in this episode to make it not that boring. So Sessegnon wanted a rotation role. I was okay with that. I didn't want to go straight into the crucial and important role because we don't want him playing every game and, getting preventing our first team players from playing. So he can play in start on the bench and usually come in when he's needed and hopefully grow that potential as we train him and play him in matches. So he got 50k as his wage and 1.5 million signing bonus and a release clause of 31.6 million. So here we are for the semifinals of the European Sheild against Borussia Dortmund. So it was 1-1 and we managed to win 5-4 on penalties, so which means we are in the final against Lazio, which I'm gonna play for sure. So we just got a couple of emails right now. So now we're going to be playing the final. I got a team out, not all our second players. So now here we are into this game. I'm just going to commentate over what's happening. So Lazio have the ball right now. It goes straight to Richarlison, who plays in a brilliant ball to Ryan Sessegnon, I believe, his debut. He cuts in. He tries to cross it in. And it's headed away by the Lazio player. Now here comes Lucas Lavia to Immobile. Luis Alberto tries again, but it's cleared away by Luca Digne. So they have a throw right now. They handle it possession. It's now Basta to Immobile. He tries to play it back. He does. We intercepted, but they intercepted again. Tom Davies, he does it, intercepts it well. It comes in Didi on his debut. All the players are having their debuts. Zaha is on the right. So it's a brilliant ball from Ndidi, and that's exactly what I want him to do, but it's going to be intercepted by Cacrias. Cacrias has the ball, goes to Parolo. I think, is that his name? Yeah. Now he still runs in with the ball, and we get it out. So now here comes Tom Davies on the ball. He just keeps possession. That's what he does. He still keeps possession. It's a brilliant ball hit to Richarlison. He passes back, and Tom Davies, it's 1-0. We lead Lazio by a goal to 0. It's Tom Davies with that brilliant beard of his on. Brilliant from Richarlison. He passed it back to Tom Davies, who had an easy finish. And we lead in the European Sheild final. So, Lazio have the ball now. They're knocking it about well. Now here we have the ball. It's Wilfried Zaha. He does brilliantly. He gets past his man with ease. Now it goes to Ndidi. Ndidi tries to play it into Ryan Sessegnon. Sorry. So it's gonna be a goal kick. Trying to find Milinkovic-Savic. It goes to Tom Davies now who has it. It goes back to Sessegnon, who tries to. He does a turn. He tries to do step roulettes. It goes to poor pass from Lucadini. It goes straight to the Lazio defenders. They send it up. It's Basta at right, and it goes to Immobile. He's running on the right. He crosses it in. It's headed away by Coleman. Lazio, they're getting into the box. They're trying to find their way in. It goes back into the box, cleared away by Coleman, and now it goes to Wilfried Zaha on that right side. He does well. He plays it into Richarlison. He has a lot of work to do. It's eventually defended well. It's Basta again. Back to Immobile. He plays it trying to play it in, but Tom Davies intercepts it well, and that's a bad challenge from the Lazio defender. He's definitely going to be blocked for that one on Ryan Sessegnon. It goes to Tom Davies. He does well. He does a little fake. And it's going to conclude the first half here. So as the stats say, we are not on the higher possession, of course, but we are doing pretty well. We lead 1-0 as it stands. So here comes Lucas Lavia. He plays it into Basta. Basta still runs in. He tries to cross it in. It's going to be cleared away and eventually caught by Pickford. Now Richarlison finds himself free. What's he going to do? He passes it to Ryan Sessegnon. He has a lot of space here on the wing. He's definitely going to try and cross it in. Oh, he fakes it. We did another fake there. So it's going to go into the Lazio players. Now they're doing pretty well. It's Lulic. Is brilliantly defended by Coleman. It goes to Yeremina. Now it goes to intercepted. Now it's Parlo to Lucas Lavia. Parlo again. Lazio player out with the ball really well right now. It's Luis Alberto tries to get it. Immobile to the advantage. It's Basta. And Pickford catches it. Now, it's a brilliant shot. That was close. So we're bring on Guay on instead of Tom Davies. So he's going to replace him right now. Tom Davies did really well. He managed to get a goal for us. So here comes Ndidi. Switches the play nicely to Coleman. So Coleman plays it back to Ndidi. To Andre Gomez. To Wilfried Zaha. Zaha still goes. Zaha tries to get around the players. He's intercepted. Now to Immobile. Trying to play it to Jordan Lukaku. It's going to be blocked for a Lazio corner. You can see Jordan Lukaku. So Theo Walcott is going to come on for the last 20 minutes or so in place of Andre Gomez. It's going to be headed and straight in the hands of Jordan Pickford, who sends it to Theo Walcott. Now it's intercepted again, and now Cacrias can start an attack. Plays it back to Cacrias. And Michael Keane has it, and it's going to go out. It's going to be a Lazio corner as we're progressing the end of this game. It's Immobile. It's going to be headed away. Now it's Richarlison. Holds up it well. Tries to get away from Jordan Lukaku. However, it's going to be an Everton throw. So we're going into the last 12 minutes of this game. Goes into Parlo. Immobile. Tries to play it to... He plays it in now. We got Theo Walcott now. He's running with pace. And it goes to Parlo back. Lazio playing around with it well. Immobile. Still going. Lucas has the ball. To Garcia. Crosses it in. Oh, and the header nearly goes in there. So Luca Digne, he's going to pass it long. It's going to go in Didi. He can hold up play very nicely. That's a reason why I signed him. So it's going to be Zaha. He plays it to Coleman. Coleman to the deliver from this. He passes it in. It's Walcott. Walcott again. And the volley just goes over. So Zaha's going to come off for the last couple of minutes. We're going to bring on Tosin. And here it is. We win the European Sheild. It's a successful first episode as we win the Preseason Cup. And we're going to get ready for the Premier League starting next episode. We brought in 3 players. Ryan Sessegnon, Wilfried Zaha, and Ndidi. So now here we are going to get into the trophy ceremony. We've won a trophy already, but there's still way more things to be done for the course of the first season. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this first episode. So remember, of course, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next episode.